ever ask me what kind of camera they should get, I always tell them an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because that stops the conversation right there. Let's see if we can get anyone.
The obvious yellow against yellow.
I can't help myself. Yellow. You know the best ones, the best shots I have though. The shot, I don't know, you probably don't follow me on Flickr.
No, I don't use it anymore.
Jerk. What the fuck? I posted a shot yesterday. The best shots I think for me are when my subconscious takes over.
Oh yeah.
Like seeing, oh, she's wearing yellow, it's a yellow background, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
take a picture. But when you're just compelled to do a shot and then you look at it in Lightroom, you're like, fuck, look, she's got a blue purse. There's a blue box beside her. She's got a teal dress. There's a teal awning. Like all these things lined up. There's no possible way I could have processed that on the spot. That's just my brain in the background going, "Hey, here's the good thing to take a picture of." So yeah, luck, right?
Yeah.
Just keep shooting. What kind of car? That was a little Tesla.
Is it a Tesla?
Yeah.
No sign in the front.
I like those hubcaps. Is it fun to drive? So I think they've got to, you know, my belief is they're going to release a full frame X100.
Damn it, and I bought one last year.
No, it's still a great camera. I've taken some of my best shots.
Yeah?
That trip to Havana, man, that was
Was
I was
it your
shooting
camera?
way above my pay grade when I was down there.
Oh, this was like a paid review from...
It wasn't paid, they just gave me the camera.
Oh, okay.
Lent me the camera for 3 weeks and I thought, hey, I'm going to go to Havana.
And this is now the A7
Free.
Yeah.
I bought this. So I switched off of all Fuji gear for this.
Explain yourself.
I know, right? I'm such a trader.
So you're using autofocus and...
I'm still zone focusing.
Zone focusing, yeah.
Here's my thing. I've been a Fuji guy for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm a manual exposure shooter. Because I'm an old film. I got my degree in photography in 1990, right? I'm an old film guy. So shooting with Fuji, typical daylight exposure would be ISO 400.
Yeah.
1000th of a second f8.
Are you one of those guys who can see a scene and just say like f4?
No, but there's only 4 exposures that you ever have to really worry about if you're shooting in the daylight. Full sun would be whatever your base exposure is. Shade is 4 stops less.
Yeah.
And if you get inside, you just open your camera as wide as it'll go and put it at 30th of a second and hope for the best. It's pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
This camera is also super super sensitive. It like absolutely does not want to be overexposed in the least bit.
Oh, okay.
You overexpose it, just
even
crushes the
with
whole
shooting
thing.
raw is...
Even shooting raw, yeah, it just does not like it. This new sensor. But if you hit it right or underexposed just a touch, the quality from the sensor is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
This used to be a lot more, like right now it's just like sort of a shopping hub.
Yeah.
But when I went to school 28 years ago, I traveled like 2 blocks that way. And the rule was if you were a Queen West person, that you never went past Spadina because this was always a disaster. There's always tourists and teeny boppers. And it still sort of is, but at least it got nice wide boulevards.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt a bit overwhelmed when I came here because there's so much going on, and I like to wait more on the spot, you know, and find something interesting and then wait for something to happen. But here it's like I only shot like reflections from like windows, and because it was how I felt. It was like
I can't shoot like that.
You just walk and then snap away.
Well, I kind of shoot a lot of stuff on the move.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff that you see showing up on my feed is me walking, the subject's walking, and just grabbing the shots. But
you also are using the Ricoh GR, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
No, I just bought that for review.
Oh, okay.
And totally sold it as soon as I can.
Why?
Because the only reason I had it was for review.
Oh, okay. Are you excited about the Ricoh GR3?
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I never underestimate any camera manufacturer's ability to disappoint me. So, they'll fuck it up, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because I have one. I also brought one to Canada, but my aperture blades are like sticky.
Oh no.
Yeah, it really sucks.
The worst.
Yeah.
That's probably the funnest camera I've shot with in the past 5 years.
Yeah, because it's the perfect size. You don't even need a bag.
No, you just walk around. And,
Yeah, like it a lot.
and that whole snap mode, like, why don't any other manufacturers implement that?
Yeah.
The only thing I
yeah.
can think is that Ricoh has a patent on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's just software. You
Yeah.
just set these are all electronically controlled. Just set your
Yeah.
focus distance to whatever the hyperfocal
Yeah.
is.
I hope they just improve on the ISO performance because I hated it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, with this one here, I don't really care if it's 12,800.
Yeah.
I mean, I care, but
It's usable.
It's usable, yeah.
So here it goes.
Okay.
Hey, little doggy. But I didn't do any street photography back then. I was doing large format urban landscapes. I was walking the streets of Toronto with a 4x5 field camera
Nice.
and doing these really like droll urban landscapes, all zone systemed out, and,
Yeah.
perfect exposures, the whole night. So then I got out of school and things didn't go so well, so I stopped shooting for like 15 years. And then when the business started picking up in the late 90s, I was like, hey, I should take pictures again. So it's been street photography's been about 7 years.
Wow.
6 or 7 years of like really seriously pursuing street.
How do you think the situation or the street photography scene is right now compared to when you started? Because I'm fairly new to the game.
I think that the online community was a lot stronger 5 years ago. What happened was people kind of drifted away from Flickr,
Oh yeah,
and that
Flickr.
was the nexus for a long time, at least the way I saw it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of discussion going on there, a lot of people were meeting there.
Yeah.
I guess you guys love photography and nature,
Yeah.
right?
No,
No, not nature, only street.
On the street,
On the streets.
that's horrible.
yeah, I think it's gotten a little fragmented. There's still people out there. There's a lot more festivals now, a lot more in-person events
Yeah.
that people can go to. But what's happened is everybody's repeated the same old shots over and over so much
Yeah.
that it's really easy just to get super down on the medium. Like, oh, street photography. Oh, more pictures
Yeah.
of a balloon replacing someone's head. Great.
Yeah. And I also see a lot of mainstream or popular YouTubers like with titles like in big capitals, street photography, and they're just shooting an
Remember
empty street.
the Peter McKinnon one
Oh,
from
yeah,
2
actually,
weeks
I
ago,
meant
and he
that.
changed the title.
Oh yeah?
Today, we're jamming on street photography.
He changed it to urban. I did a whole. This is one of the reasons why I was kind of down on This Week in Street. I did
Yeah.
a whole segment on it.
Oh,
It was
wow.
like 10 minutes of me going on about how retarded it was. that he
on your
called
news
this
format?
Street photography, and all he did was take pictures of his friends' shoes.
Yeah, it was all shoes, I know,
He
yeah.
was just talking out of his ass the whole time. And then he changed. He's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry,
Because I read all the comments and so many people were like,
Oh.
this is nuts.
Well,
I mean,
if you
it's,
listen to what he was saying, I mean,
Yeah.
he was saying things like, nothing says urban, modern living street photography like shoes.
oh yeah.
What? So my contention was, and I still might do something like this, but my contention was, dude, we both live in Toronto. What's your address?
Yeah.
Like, let me send you a copy of
Yeah,
A
why
Decisive
not?
Moment,
Why
or
not meet us
Winogrand's
street
Women Are Beautiful, or Alex Webb's The Suffering of Life.
Yeah.
Like, see what street photography is before you tell people how to do it.
Yeah, it's,
Mind-boggling.
it makes you wonder if there was a shoe
Gonna go down
company,
this way.
behind that actually wanted him to do something about.
Well, all he was doing was making Instagram product placement shots,
Yeah.
right? And what he was making were these high-end Instagram shots that were going to get a lot of clicks. But it wasn't street photography. So frustrating.
Yeah. He's actually from Toronto, right? I think so.
I think he's from not Toronto, but somewhere close to here.
Oh, okay.
But he's in the big leagues now, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's getting really popular or more popular than when I started. I mean, street photography. I get a lot of messages of like, how do I start, or what kind of camera do I need, and it's always like, I don't know, man. I don't want to hate because maybe they're listening.
Hate!
Hey, I mean you.
Well, if anyone ever asks me what kind of camera they should get, I always tell them an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because that stops the conversation right there.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear that that's good enough for doing anything, right?
Yeah.
They want to know that there's some magic device that makes the world do interesting things just because you're there to take a picture of it. And it just doesn't work that way. Like, street photography boils down to a lot of really hard work and a lot of really good luck.
Yes.
You know, we walked for 10 blocks. I haven't put the camera in my eye once because there's nothing interesting in it, right? So some days it's like that.
Yeah, sometimes you get like nothing out of the day, right? And it is...
Or even worse, you get a lot of really great opportunities and fuck them all up.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, I ruined it. And then you're back home in Lightroom polishing the turds.
Oh yeah, I have this a lot.
It's possible.
Like you miss something and it's close enough, but it's not what you wanted. And then you think maybe if I reframe it and highlight this color and dodge and burn and everything.
God, yeah, if I just bring the shadows up in this quadrant.
Yeah.
I was doing it this morning. I'm like, fuck, stop.
She said there was
It's not good. It's a bad shot.
Yeah, this is what I done with all the shots from yesterday.
I mean, it's a tough game. If I'm doing a camera review, everyone expects, in order for them to believe that a camera's any good, that I'm going to go out and take good pictures.
Yeah,
there's no guarantee because I got a new camera that I'm going to take anything that's worth looking at.
At least you're not shooting any flowers or walls.
Jesus, I should. What I should do is use these cameras to take pictures of really famous street photos. Take a picture of the puddle jumper with this new camera. Look at how great the image quality is. It's tough. It's a tough game, man.
Yeah.
So this is great down here. Because of the way the city's set up, we're starting in a no flash corner here. We just missed it, I think. You got the reflection there, and so you'll find a couple of these down here, but this is just channels of light now because the sun's now below all the buildings surrounding this. So all you get is little patches, but it should be still pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, the midnight sun is just too strong. It makes everything looks flat and
well, that's when you bust out the flash gun. I'm telling you. You got two choices. Switch your camera to black and white and go on the shady side of the street. Or bust out the flash and just deal with the fact that everything's horrible. If you have to shoot in the midday, I just don't. I structure, because I'm self-employed, so I structure my whole day. So I work from 7:30 till like 4.
Yeah.
Go at 4 to 7. And get my chops in.
Yeah. So you shoot every day? Or
I try to.
Yeah,
but I don't publicize that because if I did shoot every day, I should have many better shots than I do. Oh no, I ruined my focal point. Close enough. I'm working on a street photography hacks video because I want clicks. Street photography tips and hacks. My favorite one, I'll give you this preview. My favorite one is like 25.
Hacks to make you
There's 25 hacks in 5 minutes, right? And my best one is
25 hacks you never heard of before.
Right, here's my best one. All right, as a street photographer, if you see anyone playing a saxophone, don't take a picture of it. It's not good.
I think I should warm up a bit. I'm like not focusing on the shooting. Look how far away it is from here.
What's that?
I don't know, it's too simple.
No, it's awesome. Sometimes you gotta take the bad shots. We're warming up here. gonna post mine right afterwards. Or like the thing about the Peter McKinnon thing that was so insidious is it was someone who's not a street photographer, and you'll see video after video of this, right? Some National Geographic wildlife photographer, tips on street photography. Just walking down the street, like, look, I'm on the street, took a picture, boom, street photography. Like there's no thought or care that goes into the cultivation of every image that we make. It's like, yeah, I can do it. Look, I did it. Okay, next. It's just not like that. It's not a formula. Nice little patch of light. So here, this is I did a shot here with my X100 like years ago.
Okay.
And it was one of those ones like I was talking about. I did the shot. It was just some dude walking, but in the background there was someone lined up perfectly in between the windows.
Yeah.
Which made the whole thing kind of like, oh, there's layers. There's no fucking way that I saw that in when I was shooting it because it was just too small. Here, let's self-portraits. Self-portraits. How loud is this camera? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear
It's so loud.
But it's, you know, I have a 5D Mark II.
Yeah.
It's louder.
I think my belief with this camera is it's only loud for me.
Yeah.
Nobody else can hear it.
No.
Because that lets me just go ahead and shoot anyway.
Yeah.
This is like, we're fooling ourselves if we think we're invisible because we got
this
a leaf
looks
shutter.
nice.
Ah,
I guess.
so this would be a no flash corner if we were here.
Yeah.
Like here we go. We got that light reflecting.
Oh yeah.
And then that light reflecting. So we're probably going to be at a 2/50th of a second here. Yeah, it's about 2/50th. This is one of the things, I don't know if that's a term that you're even familiar with, the concept of the no flash corner.
No flash corner? Because you have reflected light.
Yeah, so it's like a studio lighting
light,
setup every time you turn, right? And it's sort of a product of modern cities. And it's happening probably more in Toronto than anywhere else I've seen. Because we're putting up a condo every 16 seconds.
Yeah. What lens do you have? Is it 35?
35.
Okay.
I hate this lens, but...
It was cheap?
No, God, no.
No?
This lens is $1,000. And it's plastic. The threads for the filter are plastic. And it just feels like a lens that should be $300, and it's $1,000. But this is actually a Zeiss element design. It's a good lens, but you kind of really have to baby it to get it to do what you want. So it reminds me of the M9 that way. Like it doesn't like snap to what you want, but when it does, it's really good, right?
How was the micro contrast?
Well, that's what I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
Now this camera is way different than any other modern camera that I've used in terms of micro contrast. One of the things I do in Lightroom, let's go this way, is I actually pull down the global contrast of the image and then put it on drive and then add an S-curve. So you're adding local contrast and then bringing down the global contrast to compensate. So you can give a little bit of pop. Most RAW files have no local contrast, so same thing with these.
Yeah, I know.
Why is that all taped up?
Because it's loose. It gets off.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I still have some warranty left.
Peace, brother. Stay in touch. Let's stay in touch whether we see each other again or not.
You should come to Berlin again.
I hear that at the station.
Okay. Bye.
方をヨーロッパでやったら俺殺されるって言われたんだよ。